Going to create some handprints. Now these are so cool. You can create any kind of pattern or design you want, but I'm keeping it simple today to start you off so you know how to do it, and then you can go off on your tangent and do whatever way you want to do it after that. So let me show you. First of all, let me get all the things that we need. Oh, and I almost forgot, the first thing we need is paper. And I nearly forgot my paper. So we need some paper, any kind of paper at all. I use this sketch pad because it's nice thick paper and it's great for drawing on and painting on and doing all sorts of crafty things on. So grab yourself a sheet of paper, you will need that. You will also need some foam. So if you have any foam, get that. If you don't have foam, you can use card. Okay, cardboard or any kind of like a cereal box cardboard, something that's raised a little bit, okay? But I like to use foam because it's nice and soft and it's kind of easier to work with. But if you don't have that, use the card. You will also need some paper plates to paint to use your paint on, acrylic paint or poster paint. If you have a roller, use that, but you can have and use a brush. No big deal. I like to use a roller because it's something different and it's a bit of fun. You will need scissors, you will need some glue. If you have PVA glue, brilliant. If not, use Pritt Stick. Okay? Now, this activity today will require you to do the first part and then let it dry, probably overnight, and then come back and then do the next part, all right? But I'm going to squeeze it all in to one part so you have it all with you to do and to get it all done at home. So, are we ready? Let's go! Right. First of all, we will need a pencil actually, so everybody will have a pencil. Grab yourself a pencil. I'm going to use a pen so everybody can see. Get your hand, so whatever hand you draw with, you're going to draw around that. I'm going to tilt this down a little bit so everybody can see as well. Okay? So, get your page, get your hand, and draw around it. Now space out your fingers so they're nice and wide, and if you need help, get some help. So you're just simply going to draw around your hand like that. Okay? Nothing too tricky about that. But if you're young and you're not used to doing that, you may need a little bit of hand, and that's all right. So basically what we're going to do now is we're going to grab the foam. So you can get these sheets of foams in any art shop, but as I said earlier, you can use cardboard. Grab your scissors and any kind of shapes, just cut out all kinds of different funky shapes with your card or your foam, okay? So you have all sorts of different funny shapes like that, okay? Now, to get in around the angles, what we need to do is you probably need to cut some shapes smaller than others, but we'll come to that when we get there. You can also use different colours of foam, whatever you have, but if you're using cardboard, it doesn't matter. Basically, I have loads of little pieces here that I'm going to use as well. So let me just grab some of these out. I have some of these cut already just to speed up the whole video. So we've all these wee bits cut up just like that. Will I show you? So what you'll probably do at this stage is you will pause the video, and remember you can pause the video at any time and to finish off something and then come back. So you'll be doing that quite a lot with this video. So you have this here, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our glue. I'm going to use PVA, but you can use your Pritt Stick, whatever you have. What we're going to do is we're going to put some PVA glue in little bits. Don't cover the whole hand because if you cover it all, then your glue might dry up before you get to that stage. So just put a little bit down first of all, okay? Now I'm hoping everybody can see, so I'm going to move this just over a little bit and move the camera down so everybody can see clearly. So we're going to get our little pieces and we're just going to stick on all over the place and leave a wee gap between them all. Tiny, like it's like a little mosaic. So basically what we're doing is we're creating a mosaic first of all. So this is like an activity where you're getting two tasks done. So we're doing a mosaic and then we're going to be doing some printing. So it's not so cool. You're getting two art activities in one video. That's because I'm smart, you see. I like to get loads of things done at the one time. So look, this is all we're doing here, guys, is we're putting them all out to fit in. So you're kind of moving around all your wee pieces and you're seeing which one fits in where. You can twist them around into different angles to make them fit in the right places. And we're leaving little gaps. Let me show you up close. See, like that? And what we're going to do is we're going to fill the whole hand so that the whole hand is filled in. And we're trying to keep in the lines as well. So let me just finish off a wee finger here for you so you can see that. And remember, when you get up to the top parts, you might have to cut down some shapes to suit. So simple. Let me just cut that down a little bit. Really simple. I'm going to move this one over, I think. So when the glue's still wet, you can maneuver them about and move them about into place, into the right position. So if you are young and you're not too good with scissors, make sure and get someone to help you. You need a wee bit of glue up here. And careful with the fingers. We do not want to cut off any fingertips. Oh, no, 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 no. We definitely do not want to do that. So look, I've just got some small pieces up here for the top. And I'm kind of just squeezing them in. It doesn't have to be perfect, just to get it as close as you can. Just like that, you see? So you're going to fill the whole thing in so that's all completely covered, and that'll take a wee while to do. So when you have done that, you will end up with something like this, okay? So you'll have all, see how it's all kind of raised up? You'll have all your wee foam pieces on like that, right? Now I've printed off this one already before, but all you do now is, so remember, you will have paused that and now you're coming back to me, so welcome back. And what we're going to do now is we're going to get our paint. We'll put a little bit of paint out there. And we're going to get our roller. Now, if you don't have a roller, you can use a brush to do this. I'm using a roller. And again, you can get these in any art shop as well. Or online, if you really love printing. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll out on top of the foam. Now, be very careful that we don't use too much ink or paint, and be very careful that you don't get any onto the page. We just want them on the foam part or the cardboard part, okay? So we're just rolling it all out and we're making sure that the paint is in all over the foam. I'm going to show you now in a wee second. So we're really rolling it out. How cool is that? Oh, got a wee bit on the page there, but it doesn't matter because the foam is quite high. So it doesn't really matter if you get any on the page because it won't go onto your other page, which you'll see now in a wee second. Now that's all covered there. So let me show you. So you've got it all covered with the red ink. And what you're going to do is you're going to get a page. I'm just going to use the back of this page that I've already done. You can use coloured paper. You can use newspaper. You can use all sorts. Actually, I'm going to use this coloured paper. I'll do this first. So what you do is have your page down. You can either do it on top or on bottom. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set the print down there or the stamp down there. And I'm going to set my hand page or my blank page on top of it. I just have a hand on the side because I've printed that one already. And you have to really rub it around, right? My camera's shaking now. And then we peel it off. And look, guys! Look what we have! Woohoo! Isn't that class? Let me do that again. I'm going to use this coloured page this time. So, do it again. And remember, if you don't have a roller, just use a brush. So you're just going to brush on top of all of that. The paintbrush. Making sure that it's not too thick, nicely spread out paint. You can do it on a newspaper, you can do it on magazines. You can do it on whatever kind of surface you want to do it on. And you can do it as many times as you want as well. And you can wash it off. So just get a baby wipe and clean it off if you want to change colour. Simple as that. Or just let it dry and you can keep reusing it. That's the way I've done it. Okay, so that's that done again. And we're going to get this. Set it on top. Oh, try not to move it once it gets sitting on. Hold it in place and then rub it. Make sure you're getting all the areas down flat onto the page. And very carefully. Ta-da! Look at that! So, there you have it, guys. Your very simple, very easily made handprints. And like I said earlier on, you could do a sun shape, you could do a football shape, you could do a heart shape, you could do a star shape, you could do any kind of drawing you want on your page. Fill it all in with your cardboard or foam, let it dry, come back to it the next day, get your paints, get your roller, papers, and stamp away to your heart's content. So, enjoy! Bye!